Well, it's all over here at the Wafa Park in Sugakope. Accra Lions have beaten Real Tamale United by 2-1. I have here with me the head coach of Real Tamale United, Shaibu Ibrahim Tanko. Coach, tell us, in the first half, you considered 2 goals. How disappointed were you with your defending?
Yeah, apparently it wasn't that poor defending, except that, during the first half, both teams have the energy to run. Yes, so I mean, we needed to have managed our energy system because we know how they play. We run, they run, and we know when they will get exhausted. Except that they had the goals as not expected, but we were able to contain them up to the dying embers of the game.
In the second half, you created some decent chances. Do you feel, per the chances you created, you could have done better and you could have at least gone home with a point here? Yeah,
sure. I'm really disappointed in the sense that chances that were created were not utilized. In fact, that is a matter of concern to each and every one of us, except that we'll work at it in due course.
The first game in the absence of David Abagna, you've lost. In the first half, you struggled to dominate the midfield action. Where do you go from here in the absence of David Abagna?
Like I mentioned earlier on in that we have the men who really stand in for him, and indeed you saw it. Even though his impact was not, was felt, but we were able to make do that people do not realize that he wasn't here.
Well, Coach, better luck next time, and thanks for sharing your views with us.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so that was the head coach of Real Tamale United. It's Coach Shaibu Ibrahim Tanko sharing his views on how the game went. Very shortly, we will be joined by James Francis, the head coach of Accra Lions. And here with me is the head coach for Accra Lions. Coach, thanks for joining us again.
Thank you.
You have won. I know it was difficult, but your men played some delightful football. They got the goals and they got the points. Were you satisfied with the performance?
Yeah, first half I was satisfied. I thought we played some really good football, created the chances, took the chances, more composed inside the box. The goal that we conceded, I think it knocked their confidence a little bit. So the second half, the performance wasn't up to the standard that the first half brought. So yeah, it was good overall. 3 points.
It is a performance that has given you 3 points. But what did you saw in your team that you feel going up into the next game you must improve upon?
I don't think it's so much the improvement. Maybe it's just the confidence and the belief to carry on playing under pressure. They put us under a lot of pressure in the first half. They got their goal. They've got to believe in themselves that they can carry on through the full 90 minutes instead of the 45. So yeah, it's just giving that confidence to do it.
And again, just before kickoff, you mentioned about the mistakes, silly errors at the back. Again, you consider that goal from a silly mistake from your defenders. What would you do to stop that?
It's difficult to say because we're trying to get them to play a style of football that you play out from the back. So there's pressure there already. So mistakes will happen. It's about the learning process and how they develop further. And he'll learn from that mistake and it won't happen again.
Well, congratulations and well done.
Madasi.
So that's the head coach of Accra Lions, James Francis, also sharing his thoughts and view on the game. It's now the turn of the man who won the NASCO Man of the Match. Here is Christopher Echampon. Christopher, thanks for joining us. You have won at least here at the Wafa Park at long last. But what a performance from you. Do you feel it was a game you could have scored more goals?
Yeah, sure. We had a lot of chances, but we couldn't score all of them. It is what it is. So we will work on it and come back another game.